is find gradient of QR. So gradient is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. If this first question you cannot get, it tells me that lower sec you never learn anything. And even if you never learn anything, for the past 2 weeks, I've been talking about this, so how can you not know the formula? So this is shocking for me. So y2 minus y1, yes? Ben. Zihan is 1 mark away because of accuracy, that's all. Okay? So 0 minus 2, that's negative 2. So gradient is negative 2. So some of you got the directions wrong. So when you start off with 4, for the x, you must also start off with 0. So you get negative 2. It's downward sloping. So when you get a positive 2 as your gradient, you should suspect, I might have calculated wrongly. Okay, next one, equation of QR. Use the formula big Y minus small y, gradient, big X minus small x. So gradient is minus 2. Pick a point. Let's say I pick Q. Then this is 0. And this is 4. So you should get plus 4. Okay, write the whole thing down. Don't give me minus 2x plus 4. It's not an equation, it's an expression. So you can write your equation to be this whole thing. The whole thing, not just minus 2x plus 4. Okay, I want to find the coordinates of T. It is the intersection of these two lines. So it's a simultaneous equation. So this is equation 1. The one you found is equation 2. Sub 1 into 2. So 2x is equals to minus 2x plus 4. So 4x is 4, x is 1. So once you solve for x, you can sub x into equation 1. So y is 2. So t is 1, 2. X is 1. Okay, y is 2. So if you know this thing is 1, this thing is 2. To find the area of this triangle is just half times base times height. So the base here is 2 units. The height here is also 2 units. So you just half times base times height, you get 2 units square. So this is part D's answer. So all these are not difficult at all. The first question, in fact, I expected you to get everything correct. Okay, this is the essence of the chapter. Gradient formula. You need to know gradient formula. Okay, you need to know equation of a straight line formula. The next thing you need to know is length formula. Only 3 formulas for chapter 4. Make sure you can do. Okay, so this is question 1. Let's look at question 2. So you should expect that we test you on every single thing that is from chapter 4. So gradient will have, equation will have, length will have, and then there will be some area somewhere. Okay, make sure you know how to do this, and then you will get a third of the marks. Okay, we don't have a lot of time. It's week 4 now. Week 7 is your WA2 for E-Math, and it's on a Monday. A-Math is week 8, but on a Wednesday. But E-Math is on Monday. So effectively, you have a bit less than 2 weeks. But it's not a lot more for you to learn. It is just this quiz plus 1 more graph. Okay, you need to memorize, I think, a good 7 graphs, the shape of it, and then how to plot a graph and the suitable straight line. So that's 5.1. Yes, you need to draw. Okay, but that's a lot of marks. So make sure you get there, and then, yes.
We have another
Of what? Okay, wait. We will see how much time we are left with because I have quite a number of things to go through. Okay, this one. I want to find gradient and y-intercept. This one, change to gradient intercept form. So I keep my y here. I bring my 2x over. So some of you forgot that when you bring the 2x over, it becomes negative. So that's one mistake. Second, if I divide by 3 throughout, every single thing must divide by 3. So this one become minus 2/3. This one become 2. So some of you did not divide this by 3. You just kept it as 6. So the gradient is minus 2/3. No x. I only want gradient. I don't want minus 2/3 x. Okay, and then the y-intercept is 2. Okay, next is the length of AB. I need to know what is A and I need to know what is B. So x-axis means x-intercept. You sub y as 0. So when you sub y as 0, x is just 3. So this is the coordinate. And then when it's cutting the y-axis is y-intercept. So you sub x as 0. So when you sub x as 0 is this. So y is 2. So these are the two coordinates. If I see this, okay, you get your method mark. Okay, next is the formula for length. I already told you all it's Pythagoras theorem. C square equals to A square plus B square. So I have a few of you who wrote minus in the middle. So this one must be plus. Okay? And then the difference of the x coordinate. So 3 minus 0 square. 0 minus 2 square. So you will get 3.61 unit. 3SF. Okay, so this is the third formula they can test you in this chapter. Gradient intercept form of an equation, they can also test you. So make sure you know how to find the 3 formula. This chapter, only these 3 formula. Okay, and then my coordinate geometry for AMF builds on this. That means on top of that, you're going to learn 2 extra formula for AMF. Okay, so total 5 formulas for AMF. Yes.
Any of the formulas be applicable
Ah yes, everything that you learn in A can be used in E. It's your advantage. So you can use that for this. Okay, next. This is the formula that is given on the front page. Okay, so they tell you interest rate is 3.5 per year. Time is 6 years. So per annum is per year. Okay, and then they say this is the interest. This is not A, this is interest. So 8046.86, and then I sub in accordingly. My mission is to find out what is P, initial sum. So I want to solve for this. Amount is always the principal that you put in plus the interest. So what I sub in is this thing. Okay, this is the thing that I have. Okay, and then I still don't know what this is, but I know this thing. Okay, so essentially, right, this thing here is a 1.035 to the power of 6. This thing. So if you want, you can go and press calculator. It will give you a string of decimal. If you don't want, you can leave it like that so that it's exact. KP. Right? And then I bring my P here to subtract. This P here, I bring over and subtract. So 8046.86. So the moment you equate this to 8,000, I cannot give you any marks already because your understanding is wrong. So compound interest question, be very careful. Did they give you the amount or did they give you interest? If they give you interest, you need to sub in correctly. So EMAF, we can trap you like this. Okay, another trap they can give you is instead of compounded annually, they ask you compounded monthly, they ask you compounded quarterly, then you just change accordingly. Your rate must be quarter rate, then your time must be how many quarters you have. So this is the only thing we can change. Okay, then here, this one is minus 1p, right? So what you can do is 1.035 to the power of 6 minus 1. Okay, and then p is just this thing divided by that. You should get 1, 3 something. 135 what? Got a lot of nines, I remember. What is the answer? Here don't have. Press calculator, please. I remember it's like got 100 behind. It becomes like that, I think. Then nearest dollar. Because before that, if I'm not wrong, it's like something like this. Then point something. So when you round off to the nearest dollar, then it become like that. Something like that. Okay, you go and double check what the answer is. Okay, but the nearest dollar is 135,100. Because they say nearest dollar, you need to round off to the nearest dollar. Okay, and then if you round off this one too much, right? Then your final answer will be affected. Your nearest dollar will be different. So use the exact amount so that you don't lose accuracy mark. Okay, so this thing here is just 1.035 to the power of 6. Yeah. Oh, don't have the 1. Okay, so this question I have mixed responses. Some got it right. Some totally wrong. Okay. Okay, next. Not yet. Still copying. Yeah.
How do you get the visible, like you shift it from the left hand side?
Yeah, this one. I bring over, become minus p.
Oh, okay.
Can so you just simplify. Okay, next one. This one. Standard form means the number I express must be between 1 and 10. So I jump 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 5.69 times 10 to the power of 6 is the standard form answer. You cannot give me 56. It's more than 10. It must always be between 1 and strictly less than 10. Okay, next is I want the exact number. So don't round off. I want 10.8% of this number. So if you go and press calculator, you get 6 something. 6 what? I can't hear the string of numbers. 614,520. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6.1452 that times 10 to the power of 5. Because they want exact, you don't round off. Don't round off at all because they say exact. Because in actual fact, every number that you get rid of here represents a human. So you cannot just throw those human away.
So every number is so much.
Okay, this one. When it's multiply, we add the power. So when it's multiply, we add the power. You get a cubed b minus 1. So this b, because it's negative power, you need to bring it down to make it positive power. Because questions say want all the power to be positive. So you need to give me a cubed over b. Can. Okay, next one. Anything to the power of 0 is 1. Divide by 3y squared. So you just write as a fraction for me will do. That's all. Next one. I need to see that your power half applies to every single term inside. Okay, the most amazing thing, 25 to the power of half is not 12.5. 9 to the power of half is not 4.5. So this one, remember, is a square root. So you go and cancel what you... So this is 5. This is 3. So some of you are making this mistake. Power half is a square root. So you shouldn't get 12.5. You shouldn't get 4.5. Okay, then if I see that you apply the half to every single thing, you get the method mark. Next is the simplification. So cross this out. Cross this out. So your final answer is 5 over n. That's all. There's no trick, no trap. I never even give you negative power for the fraction to flip. Some of you anyhow flip. Don't have negative, you also flip. So you must remember the rules properly. So this question tests you on the addition formula. This one. This question tests you on this. So everybody needs to get the n. So all the rules, they will usually try to test you. This one still have this one. A minus n is 1 over an. So there are a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rules tested here. Yes.
If it's like this, right, then if I want to flip it for the division, will it become minus 3?
If you want to bring up as minus 3, you can. But later you keep change flip. Or you want to keep change flip first. Then you get n cubed over m squared done.
So you don't need to...
No need to change up. You can flip first. Keep change flip first. Then you just combine the two together. Okay, what if my negative power is at the bottom? Then you will bring it up to become positive power. The 2 stays where it is. Don't go and shift other things. Okay, and then this is just a 1. Nothing left there. Because it is the same as this thing. So when we divide by a fraction and you do a keep change flip, you get this. So actually it's the same as shifting this up to be a cube. Okay, so this one applies when it's numerator or when it's denominator. So make sure you know. Okay, next one. This one. I want to change both to power 5. 125 is 5 cubed. Okay, so if you look carefully, separated by a bracket, you need to multiply the power. Okay, and then remember this rule. If the base is the same and they are equal, the power must be equal. So it tells me that these two must be equal. So x is just divide by negative 2 on both sides. So you get minus 1.5. Okay, some of you still dividing wrongly. You give me minus 2/3. You divide wrong side. Your x is here. Okay, you bring the 3 over. So when you are unsure, divide both sides by the same thing. Then you won't make this mistake. Okay, 3 square root is power half. Just change it. 9 is 3 square. Okay, and then this one I can shift it up to make it power negative x. For 6a, if you can change this to this, I gave the mark already. Okay, alternatively is the comparing. Depending on how many steps you skip. Okay, so this one is 3/2. This is 2x. And then I can simplify this. When it's divide, I subtract the power. So half minus 2x. Okay, so once the base is the same, the power must be equal. So I can drop the base now. So x is half. Okay, so indices, they will try to test you all the 9 laws in the example that they give you. So different parts will test you different laws. Make sure you know them. Okay, this one. 3 to the power of m, I have 3 of them. So it's as good as 3 times 3m. Okay? So what you can do is, this is power 1. So you can combine this as m plus 1. So compare the power. 1 plus m is 9. So m is 8. That's all. Yeah. 3m plus 3m plus 3m. I have a total of 3 of them. So 3 times 3m. Because it's like this is A. Isn't this 3a? So it's the same thing. Writing A plus A plus A is the equivalent of 3 times A. Not 9. I have 3 of this thing. So isn't this the same as AM times AN? Then I add the power. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I have another way. This one. If this works better, take out 3m as a common factor. Can you see that this is this? Okay, if you don't want to add the power, then you can divide over. Okay, like this. Divide by 3. So if you cross 1 out, then m is 8 also. So you see what is easier to see. I take out 3m as a common factor. So this one left 1, left 1, left 1. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3, right? I cancel. 3 to the power of 9. I cross out 1 of it. It's just like x to the power of 9. I cross out 1x. Left 8. Yeah. Okay? 6b. This one? Okay? So indices, you should anticipate that we will test you all different laws.
Who's testing the W2?
Miss Lau, Miss Lau. Previous page.
The previous question.
Here. Okay, not very easy to see. Let me clean up a bit.